Right. Namaste. Welcome to our seventh session. I think in that invitation or in that notification, there was a mistake. This is session number seven. Right. So uh, I hope you've been practicing regularly, and I do trust that you've been seeing some benefits. यदि कुछ आप लोगों के ऑब्जर्वेशन में आया है, तो काइंडली शेयर करें, and this will be recorded and maybe shared also with others. So please just share what has genuinely come in your experience. Obviously, we don't want any exaggeration, but I also would request you not to miss on some of the important things that you may have experienced or feel कि इस प्रोग्राम से आपको उसका लाभ हुआ है, तो उसको भी इंक्लूड कर देना. Let's start with Atharv since he was here earlier.
So one of the major changes that I've come across after I've started doing this is that I've become more calm and less anxious during my classes. And whenever I'm not understanding something during the class, I do belly breathing, and it becomes better, and I'm able to concentrate better. And also, I've been a lot more relaxed, and I've been yawning a lot.
Yes, you mentioned that before. Hmm.
Other than
As
that,
long as long as that yawning does not take your attention away, for example, in
no,
class,
it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't.
then it's okay.
It helps me. It helps me. It helps me actually. It doesn't. Uh,
Okay. That's perfectly all right. No issues with that. Okay. So concentration, you mentioned there's an improvement in your concentration. You also mentioned that you are more calm and at peace, and these are two
yes,
major improvements, which is good. Okay. Anything else?
and my allergies have improved significantly. I
Ah.
mean, it's a very big change because I used to have a very bad cold pretty
Hmm.
often. So
Hmm.
for the past 2 or 3 weeks, I haven't been having.
Excellent. So also you remember that complete yogic breath that we work, and then if you do them regularly, especially if you are beginning to feel a little sniffy or a little, if you find it a little hard to breathe or whatever, a little blockage, that helps. Okay, very good. Anything else? What about in the areas of sports? What about in, for example, in your understanding of whatever is going on in class and tuitions and so on?
Well, I'm not good at maths, so I can't say much about understanding. But
Mm,
yes, a little it helps, and involuntarily belly breathing hota hai, so it helps a lot.
mm,
It helps me understand better.
mm. And have you also been able to use some of these techniques? For example, if you were feeling a little low, or if you were feeling a little distracted, or something was making you a little angry, or if you don't mind my asking this, also, for example, when you have an urge, for example, uh, to masturbate, I hope you don't mind my asking that. So, are you able to control that better as well?
I don't have the urge to do that, but
Mm,
sure. Uh, I I was pretty anxious because I wasn't understanding one topic,
mm.
so I started belly breathing and it helped.
Ah, so you were able to understand a little better. Okay, excellent. Very good. Thank you very much, Atar. Right. Ram, what about you, Ram?
Namaste, Rajeshri.
Ram
Uh,
Ramji.
the reason why I joined this course was to see if it could actually help me with my ulnar nerve compression, which I have because I have this from sitting in front of computer for long hours.
Mm,
So I think on the third session, like after practicing for a couple of sessions, so that I would
mm,
say maybe after 7 days roughly,
mm,
I
mm,
started seeing difference.
mm,
Usually, I feel this tightness at my elbow here,
mm.
at
I
this bar.
remember our initial conversation, you'd asked me this, and I told you
Yes,
that I cannot guarantee this, but
yeah,
once you start doing your breathwork, I
yes,
think you will get some relief. So very good.
yeah. I, yeah, I especially the hand exercises, the first one, like what we do.
mm, mm,
Like in while while actually practicing these exercises, first thing is
mm,
I see something is flowing from my hand actually at this part.
mm, mm,
Could be more blood circulation. I don't know what's
mm,
happening inside my hand, but like that's my
mm,
observation. I
mm,
have this sensation and like it frees my hand.
mm,
It frees my hand, especially this part, elbow part. Um, I would say like I only ever since this class started, I only had 2 or 3 times that stiffness that I'm talking about. But most of the time, I've been practicing.
mm,
I know there some days there are intense where I do this breath work,
mm,
where I do this breath work. Uh,
mm,
but like overall, I've seen a good change with my ulnar nerve compression. What first, like that's my
mm,
first observation. And the second
mm,
observation is, uh, if I do the meditation and the Vajrasana, or if
mm,
sitting in
mm,
Vajrasana.
mm,
I never knew that I could sit in Vajrasana for
mm,
so
mm,
long, but like
mm,
that's something actually I feel like
mm,
some inner peace or like I kind of feel something is melting inside me.
mm.
And I've
I
also been
mm.
yeah,
You mentioned a couple of times about you feeling a little teary-eyed, or you had tears rolling
yes.
down, and yeah. Mm,
And that's I don't know that 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 used to happen sometimes when
mm,
I'm meditating. But
mm,
like the thing with that, the difference
mm,
is with when I was doing that when
mm,
sitting in Padmasana, like
mm,
uh, and then trying it, like I had to do that like 30, 40 minutes. But like after this hand exercises, when I sit in this Vajrasana,
mm,
I think I'll go into this
mm,
mode in 5, 10 minutes. Like I'm
mm,
right on.
mm,
Uh, so that's one difference, and it feels very. Uh,
mm.
I think calm is the right word, not
Calm is right.
peace, but I think calm
Mm.
is the right word.
Which is what
So
I
I
thought
feel,
what you said. Mm,
yeah, like I feel calm, and I
mm,
can actually,
mm,
when the course started for the first 3 or 4 sessions, my
mm,
breath was going to Mooladhara. I know I was
mm,
confident about it, but then
mm,
I like one inhale.
mm,
This I practiced actually pretty good. One
mm,
inhale, I think I was concentrating more.
mm,
One inhale, I am able to actually circle out the
mm,
whole
mm,
spine,
mm,
or circle
mm,
or oval it out,
mm,
the
mm,
whole spine.
mm,
That was good difference. And when I
mm,
breathe so deep, I actually
mm,
see my mind energizing. I can feel it.
mm,
Like it's
mm.
like that kind of energies
Mm.
get passing
Excellent.
through my mind.
What about changes as far as your concentration levels are concerned, clarity, and so on? Noticing anything
Uh,
there?
when it comes to clarity, uh, I haven't observed much about the clarity part, but one
Mm,
thing I somehow
mm,
I recognize that I'm actually having that memory triggerings. Like
mm,
uh, I can remember, okay, on like some 12 years back, this thing
mm,
happened. I had that from before, but I've noticed that it has become even more
mm,
uh powerful or something. I'm usually good with like for example dates and like
mm,
remembrance, but like in terms of that memory, I'm able to recollect it very well.
mm.
Uh, uh,
Interesting.
like I was, yeah, like there were a couple of incidents that happened recently, and that was something new to me as well. So I think my memory wise, I think it's getting better.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And what about your ability to deal with triggers, or like anger and negative emotions? Have you noticed any changes there?
Uh, Personally, I'm not the kind of guy that expresses much, so it stays within inside me. Any feeling, any kind of feeling, I'm not a guy very
Yeah, but
who.
even so,
But
that
mm,
negativity
so
inside also is like poison. So if you're able to,
yes,
you know, work it out of your system faster. Anyway, yeah, go on, please.
yeah, I I kind of feel like that that is melting, that melts away when I'm actually practicing this, because we like I mean for us we'll need to have that we need to take that out of system at some point. we take out in a very aggressive ways. That for
Mm,
sure has changed.
mm,
I think walking away has been really
mm,
easy. This technique
mm.
actually makes the walking away
Excellent.
very easy. It's
Excellent.
not like we're running and we are afraid and we are running away from a situation, but
True.
it's like it's not
Avoiding
worth
those
it. Okay,
things.
let's
Yeah, it's
go.
not worth it.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah,
Because this is, see, in life, time and energy are limited. So if you can allocate your time and energy towards those things that you wish to focus on, then your life will be much more fulfilling, rewarding. Otherwise, if you get involved in unnecessary drama, etc., you'll waste your time and energy, which means your goals, those things that fulfill you, will stay out of your reach. So by doing this, by walking away from these kind of situations and emotionally walking away, you actually create a situation where you are stacking the coins, or what's the term? Stacking the chips in your favor. I think that's how they say it. Stacking the chips in your favor. So which is good. Okay, very good. Anything else, Ram, before I end the recording, because then we'll continue with the rest of our program.
I think that is it. Like
Is that it?
those are
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Great. Thank you very much. Atharv, any last word in case you missed something, or if anything is there you wish to share? Yeah. Thank you so
No,
much. I'll end. Yeah. Yeah. Go
I
on,
think I
Atharv.
summed it up.
You summed it up.
Any
Perfect. Yeah. Excellent. Thank you so much. So let's stop the